I have to get on a step stool and clean it because dust. Oh my gosh, there's so much dust, guys. Hi everyone, good morning. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 8. If you're new here, my name is Janice. I am 24 years old. I do lifestyle videos, vlogs, days in my life. Today I'm going to be doing a different kind of video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my grandma's meatball recipe. Don't know, it's very plain. I feel like it's very plain, but also when I started to make meatballs, my grandmother taught me, and I also researched myself, and I kind of experimented, and I just decided this is the taste that I enjoy having. So and it probably has to do because my grandma made it, and you know when your grandma makes something for you, it's just like, it's just better. So today's video, right now it is 10 a.m. I'm going to make the meatballs, show you guys how I make the meatballs, and I'm going to put them in the crock pot for about 6 to 7 hours before eating them for dinner. I'm also going to be filming a Target run, and just because my neighbor across the way just opened his window and we're both freaked out. This is the pantry, and we have a bunch of snacks in here. We just do. And I want to kind of clear out this shelf a little because other than that, it's like very organized to a T. I want to get like a little Target container, the storage containers, and we're gonna put it above here on the fridge. I have to get on a step stool and clean it because dust. Oh my gosh, there's so much dust, guys, like everywhere. And we clean every week. Between me and my roommate, we have at least 2 to 3 manic days out of the week where we clean and we don't stop. How is there dust? How is there so much dust? Anyway, whatever. Oh my god. My neighbor closed his blinds. He must have been like, let's get on to cooking these meatballs. Okay guys, so the first thing you're going to need is a mixing bowl. I bought these 2 years ago from Urban Outfitters online, like the home part of it, and I just love them. I've used them all the time since. This meat, I actually bought a bunch of meat when I had 20% off from Key Food about 3 weeks ago, and I froze it. So if you're gonna freeze it, I don't like to run my meat under the water, under the sink water. It freaks me out. So I just thought, I took it out a couple of days before I knew I was gonna use it, so that way it's thawed out. And it's just standard ground beef. If you guys wanna use turkey meat, I also have turkey meat, but I just didn't unfreeze it. I used ground beef. Oh, first thing, also, before you touch anything, wash your hands. Wash them real good. We love a clean palate. Now, you dump your meat into your bowl. Honestly, guys, my favorite part about making meatballs is once you make them in the morning and you get to smell them all day cooking in the crock pot. Oh, it's such a process. You've got your ground beef in your mixing pot. I use my fingers to mix a lot of things, so I hope that doesn't freak you guys out. I put in 2 regular eggs. Whoop. Okay, I used to do 1, but it just didn't feel like enough. The next thing I do is put in a 1.5 cups of breadcrumbs. I have just a standard measuring kit from Target. I do 1 cup, and I do 1/2 of this. Just because you don't want to dry them out too much, and then you don't taste any of the flavor. I also, for the purposes of this recipe, my grandma always used the season with Pecorino Romano cheese breadcrumbs. I normally use for my chicken cutlets and stuff like panko crumbs because healthy decisions, trying to be healthy. But this isn't like totally bad for you, especially because I don't eat all the meatballs. I eat them in moderation, and that's also another great thing about making meatballs in bulk because you get to have them for a couple days. But I share them with my aunt. Yeah, I share them with my aunt. I just got a little high-key emotional, I'm sorry, because I used to make them for my grandpa too, who lived with my aunt, but he passed away. Grief comes in waves, I'll tell you guys that. Now, what I just put in here was some basil from Trader Joe's. You know, about a tablespoon. I don't use any spoons anymore to measure. The next thing I'm putting in is parsley flakes. I don't know if you guys could see it, but I'm telling you, so it's okay. Again, another like 2 shakes. I put about like 2 shakes in it. The next thing I have to put in here is oregano, also from Trader Joe's. I put about 2 tablespoons in. I put a little salt. Okay, and now we do the gross part. Everything's in. Not gross, but it may be gross to some people. Pull up my sleeves and we mix. Before you mix though, turn on your pot. I put a little sunflower oil in it. My grandma used to put like a crazy amount of oil, and I tried to cook it that way on my own, and it didn't work out as well as I wanted it to. So I just put a little amount. It works for me. I mix them, I roll them up, put them in the pan, and that's what I'm gonna do now. Ooh. Oh yeah. I love the smell of meatballs. I can't wait until they're cooking. What are some like holiday cooking things that you guys like to do? I really like to cook. I am just a cooker. This recently happened only last year when I got my own apartment. I really didn't have a lot of kitchen space when I was living at home, and I didn't have the time to, because I was working full-time a lot when I was working in the schools. It was hard to cook a lot, or as much as I wanted to. But now that I've had so much time at home because I'm doing my internship from home, I'm doing school from home, it's just a great experience. All right, let's get these balls rolled up. Alrighty guys. Now, the next thing that you're gonna do is just take a little spoonful. I like to make mine small. My mom used to like to make them bigger, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of a hefty meatball. I kind of like them, like I said, in moderation. So sometimes I'll make like a little meatball hero on the second day. Sometimes I'll have it with pasta. Depends. The key to this roll, I'm not showing you guys. I haven't been showing you guys, but you put it on your hand and you cup it, kind of like you're trying to make a snowball, and you just round them out till they're a little meatball. Okay guys, while the meatballs are cooking, you can hear them sizzling in the background. I hope that is comforting rather than annoying. The first thing I'm going to do is open my can of crushed tomatoes. I usually use a Trader Joe brand, but I'm actually running low on the stock that I've had. Next one I use is the Totoroso tomato sauce. I like this because I get the one with the no salt. I realize now this doesn't have the no salt, but the crushed tomatoes does. This is just what I put in the crock pot so it could cook. The secret to cooking meatballs is that you gotta make sure that you cook them as much as you can, as much as the stovetop can allow you to. And then the crock pot, make sure that it cooks the middle and it's not too chewy or meaty, which has never happened to me before, thank God, but it happens to people. The last one I'm using, because I'm out of sauce, is the organic tomato sauce from Trader Joe's. I've been wanting to make some homemade sauce for so long. Maybe I'll try to do that in one of my videos, in one of the Vlogmas videos. I don't know. Do you guys like when I cook? Let me know. Okay guys, so the first thing I do, grab my crock pot. I put in my tomato sauce first. Oh yeah, baby. Get every ounce of that tomato sauce, you're gonna need it. Now I wait until the meatballs are done cooking and I put a layer of meatballs. Then I put the crushed tomatoes, then I put another layer of meatballs, and then I put the tomato sauce, and then at the top, I put all of the ingredients, so the oregano, basil, and parsley flakes on top. And if it's not enough moisture, I put a little water in, so that way it's, you know, like it's not gonna fall apart in my hands when it's done. Okay guys, you're on top of my fridge now. I am having a little, you know, attack. I call them attacks, but they're completely normal, I think. But you're in a clean spot, I already cleaned you. There's just so much dust that has compiled up here, and I don't understand it. This is actually a brand new fridge. Oh my god, there's so much dust, I also need like a bigger stool, which I think my roommate ordered one. Was that satisfying? Hope it was, because it was for me. This is so gross. Okay, I'm gonna move you guys a little bit. I'm sorry it's been like this. I gotta get that last corner. I gotta put the camera down to do it. Okay guys, the top of my fridge is now dusted off. It is prepared for our snack bucket. Next, I'm going to put the meatballs in the crock pot. I have it ready. I'm going to put my first layer. Oh, they look so good. They look so good. I'm so excited for later. Don't you just love like a homey Sunday night meatball on a Tuesday? Because that's where I'm at. Now I'm going to put my layer of crushed tomatoes. I do the tomatoes second just because I wanted to get each part of my meatballs like having an experience with the crushed tomatoes. This is a new shirt. It's from Aerie, by the way. This is the one I showed in my haul. If you guys haven't seen that, you could go back a few days. I posted a haul from American Eagle. Just gonna finish out the second layer. Here we go. I also realized my stove is very dirty. I have not cleaned it in 2 days, but I'm going to after this because I figured why clean it if I'm going to make a mess with these meatballs anyway. Okay, finally the last thing, we add in the last tomato sauce. I wish you guys could smell through YouTube. It would be like the ultimate experience. I just want it to be filled up a little more to the top, so I'm gonna add a little cold water experience. So I just add some cold water until it fills up. I know this may seem gross to people, but this is how I make my meatballs, and they came out really delicious. Okay. Now, once it's filled up to the top like this, I just, again, put in some basil, you know, a little sprinkle here, put in some parsley flakes, and lastly, some oregano. Oregano usually really seals the deal for me. It's like the ultimate smell of meatballs. Now we close it up. The meatballs are in, and I put it on high so it could cook. And that was the cooking session of the vlog. What did you guys think? Do you like meatballs? How do you make your meatballs? That's an even better question. It is now 10:30, so it took a half hour, not too bad, of my morning. I loaded up all the dishes into the dishwasher, so now all I have to do is take out the trash on my way out, and we're gonna head to Target to pick up some things. Okay guys, I am back now from Target. It's almost 1 o'clock, and I also had to donate some clothes, so it took me a while. But I'm back, and I've got the snack bucket. I'm so excited to fill this baby up. Ooh, she is just clean. I made sure to like dig for her, and I didn't take the one on top because that skews me out, and I also wiped it down when I came in. But I just want to show you guys what I bought from Target. I did some snacking and got Chips Ahoy cookies, got some goldfish packs, which I keep buying them for my roommate and putting them in the Ziploc baggies, and I'm like, why am I doing this when I could just buy a whole pack of the little packs, you know what I'm saying? I also bought turkey bacon. This was only $3.99, so I was like, oh, let me grab this. And I got frozen broccoli. Let me throw this in the freezer. I got some Tostitos restaurant style salsa. I had this at my sister's house on Thanksgiving and I needed it. And I got some Tostitos lightly salted, 50% less sodium chips, some Bonza rotini, and lastly I got some EOS shaving cream and some Dove deodorant spray. That's about it for the Target haul. I know it was very small, but to be honest, I just didn't have a lot to buy. I just really needed the bucket and the rest was just other things, random things that I needed. I think I'm going to end the vlog here for today. I showed you how to make my meatballs, we went to Target, and yeah, I think, well, for the rest of my day, I am going to be waiting until 4:30 to have class from 4:30 to 9:30, and I just feel like, you know, there's nothing big going on. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'm filming every single day for Vlogmas up until December 25th, and I will see you guys tomorrow in my next vlog. Bye, guys.